Welcome to the Boomer Briefing Podcast, where we help you solve a critical business issue in 20 minutes or less. I'm your host, Jim Boomer, CEO at BoomerConsulting, and today I have a special guest. Emilie Elpers is with us. Hi, Emilie. Thank you for being on this episode of the podcast.
Hi, Jim. Thanks for having me.
You bet. Well, Emilie's the marketing coordinator here at Boomer. And today we're going to get to know Emilie a little bit better. So my first question, let's start with maybe you telling our audience a little bit more about yourself. What do you do at Boomer? How long have you been with us? And kind of what's the background of how we found you and you found us and you became part of the Boomer team?
Yeah, I can do that. So I've been with Boomer for about a year and a half as the marketing coordinator. So I kind of do a little bit of everything, anywhere from digital marketing, email marketing, brand awareness, website management, social media. So never a boring day because it's usually something different that I'm working on, which I love. And then, of course, any other projects that come up for Boomer as a whole, or just as for the marketing department, business development team, things like that. So previously, I had a role in social media before joining Boomer, and knew I just wanted to continue building in my career and wanted some opportunity to learn more about marketing and all it entails. And I have definitely done that in the last year and a half. I've loved it. I've learned so much from Heather and everyone on the Boomer team. So that's kind of where I was before and what I was doing. And now I do a little bit more of everything.
Yeah. Well, we're so happy to have you on the team. You've been a very valuable addition. But Boomer is not your entire life, right? So you have a life outside of work. Why don't you tell us a little bit about, what are your hobbies, family, any pets?
We don't have any pets. My husband and I, Jesse, have been married for 2 years. We just celebrated 2 years in May, and we have a little one on the way due later this year. So we're super excited about that. Really excited to start our family. No pets for us, but that's okay. We do have a boat, and we love to go to the lake. So during the summer, that's pretty much where you'll find us every week is out at the lake, either a lake about 30 minutes from us, or we'll go to Table Rock or Beaver sometimes. We try to do that once a summer. So love to be on the water, love to go to the lake, spend time with family. Past that, I love reading, getting outside for a run or walk, just sunshine, things like that. Love to be outside. And then we try and spend a lot of time with our family and friends, especially on the weekends. So we've got nieces and nephews on both sides of the family, so they keep us very busy when we're hanging out with them. We love to play with them, but getting our practice in for our baby. So those are some of the things that we like to do.
Very cool. Well, I can still remember when I was in your life stage. It's now a little over 14 years ago, and we had pets before, but I'll tell you, having a baby is kind of like having a high maintenance pet. So
Yeah.
get ready, but they are worth every second of the work, but then a lot of joy. So we're so excited for you and Jesse. So back to Boomer, what do you enjoy most about being on the Boomer team, both from a team perspective and from working with our clients?
From a team perspective, I think the culture at Boomer just really stands out to me from day one. Honestly, when I got the call that I was hired, I just felt very welcomed with open arms. And even on my first day, starting a new job is kind of intimidating, so you never know what to expect. But it's been nothing but great since the first day. Everyone's so welcoming. They want to help you. If you have any questions, always reach out to them. And then, of course, we're a fully remote company, so anytime that we get together in person is always a blast. I don't think I go a day without laughing or smiling when we're together as a team. So I just really love the camaraderie that our team has and the relationships that we're able to build both virtually and in person. In person, it's just a little bit more special because we don't see each other that often. And then as far as clients go, I do a lot of the behind the scenes work in the marketing department, but I do always enjoy when I get to attend circle meetings and, of course, our summit, getting to interact with clients, then talk to them, meet them, things like that. So,
Yes, it's always great to finally put a face with those names that you see on a regular basis, but
yes,
on both sides. And
definitely.
which is why we're doing this whole podcast series to meet the team, because it's we want to make sure that everybody has that face and personality with who this Emilie is. Well, all right. So, what's your biggest achievement, whether that's personal or professional?
I probably could name one for personal and one for professional. I think um, personally, probably just the life that Jesse and I have built in the last few years. It's been a big joy to build this life together. And of course, we're just so excited for the start of our family and welcoming a new baby this year. So very excited about that new chapter, that new adventure, because I know it's going to be an adventure. And then professionally, um, I think just how much I've been able to learn in the last year and a half has been really beneficial for me. It's exactly what I was looking for when I was looking for a career change. Was I just wanted to learn more. I wanted to grow in my career, learn a lot more about marketing and things like that. So just what I've been able to really learn and develop on in the last year and a half, I think has been a game changer for me.
Yeah, those are two amazing achievements, and that, and you and Jesse survived pre pregnancy. You and Jesse survived the DIY renovation of your house.
Oh yes, we did.
So that,
Yes, the entire main floor got a remodel, and I think it took us about 2 full months, and we did most of it by ourselves. We hired a few things out, but most of it was done by ourselves, and it was a long 2 months, but we survived and we love it and we wouldn't change it. So I think we're done on projects for a while, but I'm glad we got it out of the way when we did, because that would be a lot right now.
yes, you got a big project on the way. So.
Yes.
Let's talk about who's your biggest inspiration, whether that was personal or professional. Again.
Okay. Uh, Personally, I probably have to say my parents. They're some of the hardest workers I know. Um, they are still working. They're mid 60s and they're still working, still chugging away. And they do everything 100%. They give it their all. And I hope and I feel like they instilled that in me to really lean in and do the best you can. And they were always proud of me no matter what an outcome happened. As long as I worked hard and I did my best, they always reminded me of that. So they really inspire me, and I hope I can pass that along to my kids one day. And then also my husband Jesse, he's the same way. He's a hard worker, but on the flip side of that, he really cares about people and he wants to get to know them personally, not just on a professional level. So it's really inspiring to see those types of conversations that he has, because he's definitely the extrovert in our relationship and I am more introverted. I don't get out there and talk to people very often. It's a little trickier for me to do that, but he's so good at it. So being able to see those conversations, it's really inspiring because it makes me want to learn how to kind of have those conversations and really get to know people on that personal level.
Yeah, yeah. Well, it's always good to have an extrovert around when you're an introvert to
Oh
kind of look
yes.
away, and it helps in that goal of becoming more comfortable, of coming out of your shell. So,
Yes.
yeah, and it's amazing how I think we as I've done these interviews with our team, um, we're like the majority, if not all, have said their parents, and I would say the same thing. So, they mold who we are today, and that's an amazing thing. And you're about to set out on the journey to start that with your child as well. So,
Yes.
well, let's talk travel. Like, what's your favorite place that you've ever visited?
Oh gosh. We just recently visited Alaska and it was beautiful. We are more lake beach people, so this was a little bit different for us, but we're so glad that we went. It was gorgeous. But probably second to Alaska is the Dominican Republic. We just visited there last year, and it was gorgeous, and it's a trip that we still talk about. We love it. We would love to go back one day. The beaches were gorgeous, all of that. So probably between Dominican Republic and Alaska, very, very different,
Yeah.
but both beautiful in their own way. And then on our bucket list, well, on my bucket list, I suppose I can't speak for Jesse, but I would love to visit Ireland one day. I think I've seen pictures and it's just beautiful, and I think I would love it. So Ireland is definitely at the top of my list. And then I've never been to New York, so I would love to visit New York just to see what it's like, visit Times Square, go to a Broadway show. So those are a couple places that are kind of on my bucket list to get to in the next few years.
I'm sure you'll make it there. And, you doing these interviews, you're not the only one that's answered Ireland.
Oh,
So
really?
need to ping some of the team members and get a group trip over there. But
Yes.
speaking of New York City, we actually took Miles and Lauren, my children,
Uh-huh.
to New York City for spring break for the first time. And they absolutely loved it. And my daughter was a little apprehensive with the stranger danger,
Yes.
but the energy of the city when she stepped
Yes.
out was like she loved it, and she got over that worrying about who was going to come up to her and talk to her, and so it
I
was
think
really cool to watch.
I think I can relate to that feeling. I think I would be a little intimidated stepping foot off the plane, but I think I would love it once I kind of got going and explored
Yeah,
the city a little bit more. So,
yeah, it's a place you got to visit. So I'm as I said, I'm sure you'll make it there, and I look forward to hearing all about it.
oh
So,
yes.
what's your favorite food and drink?
My favorite food, my family makes fun of me a little bit for this, but I'm known for always ordering chicken tenders when we go out to eat. And nothing has changed. I'm 29 years old and I'm still likely to order chicken tenders. I don't know why, but it is like my number one favorite meal is chicken tenders and fries. So that's probably my favorite food. And then my favorite drink, oh gosh, I drink a lot of water, which is kind of a boring answer. Um, but of course, during the summer at the lake and when I'm not pregnant, I do enjoy a Miller Lite or a Truly Lemonade or something like that. So those are probably at the top of my list. And then, of course, a good cup of coffee. I do love a good cup of coffee, but I drink a lot of water. So,
Yeah, I'm with you on the water. My whole family like has to put flavoring in it, and I'm like, I I love water. Like,
yes, I'm the same way. I'm the same way.
what's your favorite place to shop?
Favorite place to shop? I really love online shopping, probably the introvert in me because I don't have to go out. Um, but I do love shopping, online shopping, Amazon. It's bad. It's like a social media site. You just start scrolling and then you're 30 minutes later, your cart's full. So, but I'm also one of those people, I online shop and I add it to my cart and then I never purchase it. It's just because I saw it. So, Amazon is up there. Um, I also love Hobby Lobby, arts and crafts and things like that. So I go there. I try to pace myself when I go there, especially around the holidays, because I could probably buy the whole store when I walk in, and they have fall and Christmas and all of that out. So Amazon's at the top, Hobby Lobby's at the top, and then just good old Walmart.
Yeah, I imagine you and Aaron S could have a shop off competition at
Oh
Hobby
yeah,
Lobby. She's
I'm sure we could. I'm sure we could. She might beat me. I don't know.
Yeah, yeah. But the whole Amazon, I'm with you. It's interesting. My wife Mary and my daughter Lauren love going out and shopping, and my son Miles and I are like, we don't shop, we go to buy. Like if
Yes.
we're going out, and I'm with you. Like if I can just click it and have it delivered, I'm all for it.
Yes. I think that's the easy way out, right? I can just click and have it delivered to my doorstep. It's the best way to go.
Exactly, exactly. Take all the hassle out. So, All right. Well, we're coming to the end here, but I got a few this or that questions for you. My first one, I feel like you already answered, but I'm going to ask it anyway because your
Okay.
two favorite places were so drastically different.
Yes.
But beach or mountains?
Beach. I would choose the
Beach.
beach. Yes.
Okay. I figured that's what you like me are someone who loves to go to the lake, be out on the water, the boat.
Yes.
So I figured that was it. Um, Tacos or pizza?
Oh gosh.
Chicken
Oh,
tenders.
yeah, chicken tenders. Of those two, probably pizza.
Okay, pizza it is. And I was going to say on your chicken tenders, you are free to take my kids out to dinner anytime you want because they'll
Order the
most
same
chicken
thing.
tenders and fries with you as well.
I try to branch out, and I think I shock my family when I do, but it's almost always chicken tenders. I don't know
Yeah,
why. And of course, I have my favorite places that have chicken tenders. So if we're
yeah.
going there, I'm definitely getting them.
What are your favorite places?
I love Chick-fil-A. I
Yeah.
think their chicken tenders are really good. Cheddar's here in Wichita is really good. And then we've got a brewery downtown called River City, and their chicken tenders are so good. I don't know what it is, but man, they're delicious. So I usually get those every time we go.
So for our listeners, if you're looking for a chicken tender connoisseur, Emily is your woman. So
Yes, please chat with
uh,
me.
I know you don't have pets, but are you a dog person or a cat person?
I am a cat person. We grew up with cats, so that is definitely what I like more. But my husband is very allergic to cats, so we will never own them. So that's okay. If we get a pet, it'll be a dog.
I am also allergic, and we are dog people, and that's a
Yes.
part of it. Mary grew up with cats as well, but we do not have cats. Um, so we've established you're more of a water lover, but
Yes.
I'm going to make you choose lake or the ocean beach.
Um, Probably the lake. It's a little easier to get to. The ocean's definitely one of those like we've taken a trip and it's really special to be here to see the ocean. So probably the lake, just because that's where we spend most of our time from May to September.
Yeah. Last one, Jim or Gary?
Jim,
And I'm talking. Oh, I was gonna say I'm talking about our teammates' cats
the
that are
cats,
there are
yes,
names. So you're going with Jim
I'm
in
going
Cat
Jim.
World. Okay, okay. That's my second win in a row, Emily. Thank you. I
You're
was
welcome.
on a losing streak, and I remind people that Jim is the honorary one, and he does funny stuff. But
Oh
everybody was
yeah,
picking Gary, so
Jim all the way for sure.
no, wouldn't make you choose between the humans. So this has been great. Thank you so much for your time, Emily. And for our listeners, if you enjoyed this conversation, we release new episodes every Tuesday morning. We got to know Emily a little bit better today, but we also cover topics related to talent, leadership, process, technology, and growth. What all our topics have in common is that they are crucial to your firm's success and helping you solve a critical business issue in 20 minutes or less. And certainly knowing the people that are on the Boomer team that are ready to serve and deliver value to you helps you to solve a lot of those challenges and take advantage of those opportunities. So if you liked what you heard, please subscribe. And I want to thank everybody for listening. Thanks, Emily.
Thank you.